on another tomato right now. I'm just going to chit chat and see if anybody is on tonight. We are going to try to finish our cat burger. So, and I don't like the angle of this because it makes my forehead look huge. There we go. Okay, that's much better. So I am just going to keep making this tomato. I know you can't really see it because of my shirt. But if you are new here, hi, I'm Julie. I am the owner of Pleasantly Blessed Crochet, which is a family-based business where I do a lot of markets and things like that. And I decided to start recording like what happened at my market. Except for this year, I'm not going to be doing as many markets. I know at the beginning of the year I had scheduled out a ton of markets, but I'm not going to be able to do those. Mostly because some of them actually closed, and a couple of them were really good friends, and we helped them get the market started and everything, and we just decided, like, for my health, because I've been having shooting pains in my hands. They believe it might be carpal tunnel or something similar. I'm not going to be doing markets this year. So we may have one or two later on in the year, but at least for a while, I'm just going to be crocheting for fun, which is the best kind of crocheting anyways. So but right now I am just finishing out this tomato. Welcome in. I'm just waiting to see if anybody can hear me correctly. Yesterday we had issues. Hi. Yay, okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I've had issues. Hi. Welcome in. Yay, you can hear me. Perfect. Awesome. So I am making a little tomato bites. A meat helmet? That is so cool. Like, I'm picturing the Lady Gaga dress from, like, years ago, the meat dress. Or, I think it was Lady Gaga. Like, I'm picturing a helmet with that kind of pieces. Is that what you're making? I am making... I've made the bun. We put ketchup and mustard on it. You meant to say here. I figured it out. It's no problem. But we made the burger patty with the ketchup and mustard on it. We made our little pickles, which we decided to connect. And we made our piece of lettuce. And we made a tomato, but my daughter was playing with the kit and she lost it because I left it on the table right next to where I'm working at. And yeah, she bumped the table and then was playing with it and lost the tomato piece. So we're making a tomato piece to go on it right now. Because I looked everywhere, she looked everywhere, we could not find it. But then as soon as we do that, we are going to the buns, the top and bottom bun, which is actually going to be the feet and legs, or not feet and legs, feet and bottom of the cat, and the top bun is going to be its face. So Hopefully we can make this look cute. I am freehanding this entire project, so it's not a tutorial this time, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what we're making. We're just making a little cat burger. Cat burgers are awesome. So thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Yes, this is based off of, I think it was several other places, but specifically the cat burger that my daughter drew off of the Mariah Elizabeth. She loves watching her. So for reference, my daughter is not little. She is 13. She still loses stuff, and that's okay. She's a sweetheart. She's so awesome. She really did try to find the tomato as soon as she realized as soon as she lost it that it was missing, and was looking for it and tried to find it. Could not find it. We don't know where it flew. It flew somewhere. Hi. How are you tonight? Oh, goodness. I'm working on making another tomato piece. How is everybody tonight? So if you are new here, we have a question of the night every night that we go live. And the question for tonight is, which do you like better? Banana pudding or banana splits? You're excited to see what it looks like? Me too. I'm excited. But that is our question of the night, because bananas are yummy. Do you like banana pudding better or banana splits? Banana split. That's one for banana split. I like banana pudding better, but I don't like cold things, so that's probably why. I'm not a big ice cream person. Unless it's really boiling hot. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Woo. If you're just joining us, we are making a cat burger. We have made the bun with the ketchup and the mustard. We have made a set of 5 pickles to go on top of it, and we've made the lettuce for the bottom. And I am making the tomato right now. I have not monetized at all, so it's not, yeah, I'm not able to get gifts and things. I'm just a baby channel sharing fun stuff that I do. Like, I just do it for fun. Hi, welcome in. Trying to figure out where I was on the pattern. I am making a tomato right now. I was hoping this would only take me a few minutes, but I am so not used to using smaller hooks either. Okay, we're almost there. We just have this much to go. So I was going to get on last night, but yesterday was Saturday for me, and I did not feel like getting on last night, honestly. And I will tell you exactly the reason why. So where I work, there are a lot of like kids that work there and stuff. And one person in particular, every single Saturday, whether I'm working or not, calls out. And it's like super annoying. And so they did that on Saturday, and that just makes it harder. So it makes it harder when someone calls out. It makes it harder on everybody else. So it was just really annoying. But it was just a rough day. So I decided not to go live last night. Instead, I just decided to go live tonight because I didn't have as bad a day today at all. And I really do want to finish this cat burger before the end of the week because this was our big project this week. I did this, and I did the only other project I had was I made 3 frogs for a custom order, which they were all different shades of pink, for a friend of mine. So that was the only other project I did this week. So like I said earlier, they are thinking that I may have carpal tunnel, so I'm not crocheting as much as I used to. Like used to, I would crochet, I would sit down and I would crochet for 8 or 10 hours, and basically I was blowing out my wrists. So where are my scissors? I had them literally here last night. I don't know where they went. Well, I have a razor, like one of the old school razor blades. So I'm just gonna use it. So I'm gonna pull it out of the packaging to cut this because that's weird. I really do need a pair of scissors, but I'm gonna very carefully cut the top so that I can. Where's my little doohickey that also? Hold on, somebody's been in here at my desk. And I'm pretty sure they've hijacked my scissors to the kitchen for popsicles. I suspect who it is, which is one of the children's. More than likely. Either that or my husband has been in here looking for scissors and stuff, which is also very likely. But let me see. I'm going to scoot you guys out for just a second and see if my snippets are on the other side over here. They are not. I did, however, find my giant hook, which I had been missing for a couple days. So, let me see. Actually, I think it's my son that's been here. Because there's a few things specific to him that I know are no longer hanging around. So, but this was all the way on the other side of the desk. So if you know me, this is always right next to me because when we made it, I guess it's been about 6 weeks ago now, I said, hey, this is going to be a pincushion for all of my things so that I'll know where they are at all times. And she works wonders. She was from a Dollar Tree set. So if you get this set at Dollar Tree, the instructions they're okay. I did change the way that the bottom is made just because I lost the instructions. But the entire top was made exactly the way that the instructions say on the back of the Dollar Tree kit. If you're looking for something cute, this kit is very cute. You just might have to adjust the bottom part because I did not do the bottom part according to the directions. I just freehanded a bottom because at that point I had lost it. But I did do the little face and stuff just like they do. Here, let me pull that out of my face. The face and stuff just like it says. But she's my little pincushion and she sits right next to me, leaned up against my little charity box thing, and she wasn't there. So I know that it is more than likely my son has moved her and also stolen the blue pen, the blue sewing pen. So, probably him. But that's okay. I am not gonna worry about it. My kids love to craft, and I love that they love to craft. So that is what is super exciting to me. I'm gonna go ahead and sew this in. And I don't know why I sang that. Just in a singing mood, I guess. I'm gonna go take it down there and double knot the back. Hi, welcome in. I'm making another tomato for our set. Hopefully I find that first tomato though. Like, I'm sure it's here. You know what? I will probably find it. Like, we've moved the couch and looked everywhere. I will probably find it like when we move out of this house, and I'll be like, that's where that was. Because it flew somewhere. We are not sure where. But anyway, this is what the little tomato looks like for the kit. For the little cat. Sorry, while I was crocheting, it's like almost the same color as my shirt, so you couldn't really see it. That's the tomato. It can go over here on top of, well, let's see, let's do it this way. We've got our lettuce, and then our bun, our pickles. Actually, we'll put the tomato first because it's that size. Our tomato and our pickles. So all we need to do is make the bottom bun, the top bun, and the tail to connect the two, because we're gonna connect the tail in. So that's gonna be cool. Yeah, so next on our list of things to do is to make the bottom bun. And I'm gonna switch to this color for our cat. This is like the worst cake ever, y'all. Like, it's just like, you have barf everywhere and stuff. Anyways, ADHD brain. I'm gonna stick that back in my little doohickey over here and look for the crochet hook, because in all the movement I lost it. Oh, I found it, got it. Today I am using a 3mm hook. I lost the 3mm hook that I used on Saturday. Oops, or Friday night, Saturday morning. I cannot find it anywhere. I'm pretty sure my chair ate it. Yeah, it's just gone. So, as hooks go. It was probably, I want to say it was definitely from like one of those Dollar Tree kits or something, or maybe a dollar store kit. It's definitely not one that I would have bought. So this one is from Temu. There you go. Maybe if I can stop moving, you'll be able to read it. And there's where it says 3mm. But this was from a Temu set. I believe it's called Cintara with a C. C-I-N-T-R-A. T-A-R. Sorry, not T-R-A. Not Centra, but Cintara. T-A-R-A. Yeah, T-A-R-A. C-I-N-T-A-R-A. There we go. I can spell too, I promise. Like, I graduated high school, y'all, and college. Can't count and can't spell. Oh, this is great. My education was wonderful. But we're going to start with our slip, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's one of those days. Or magic ring or chain 2 method. So I like the chain 2 method, and then I'm going to put 6 in that ring, that magic ring. Or that first stitch of the chain 2. They work pretty the same. I feel like the Chain 2 method is sometimes more secure because I've had so many instances of magic rings coming apart that I just don't use them anymore. Like, I know how to do one if it calls for it, like in a pattern, but I just don't like to do them. Just don't like it. I'd rather do the chain 2 method. So if you ever get one of my patterns, which I have on my Ribbler for free, I have a couple of those on there. Just look up Pleasantly Blessed Crochet. They all say chain 2 to begin. So if you're just joining us, our question of the night is, do you prefer banana splits or banana pudding? So I prefer banana pudding. There was a couple of people that said banana split. I know for my kids, my family, my daughter, her, my son both would like the banana split. My husband and I would do the banana pudding. But yeah, which one are you? Are you a banana pudding or a banana split person? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Banana split or banana pudding? Which, you know, it's really funny. We should have done that when we did the banana. So I should really come up with a cat burger type thing. Like, are you a hot dog person or a burger person? Team hot dog or team burger? I would be, I don't know. I don't really like either one. I would be a chicken sandwich person. Like, even when we go to Cookout, which is like, if you're not in the US, in our area, Cookout is like literally everything that you have at like a barbecue cookout, you can get at the store Cookout. So you'd be burger. Burgers are okay. My husband makes a really good burger. He puts mayonnaise in the meat. It's really good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha, I got the first row done. How many did I go out on the burger? I do not even know. Trying to make sure that the bun is like similar in size around as the burger. I did 3 deep on the burger for this part of it. I did 3, and I don't think I want to do that with the bun. I think for the bottom bun I want to do 2, so it's a little thinner than this, and then on the top bun I want to do 5 rows, because I want to put the face of the cat on the front of the bun. So the bun should be like that. So I think I need to take out 1 row. Otherwise it'll be the same exact pattern. I think I need to take out 1 row, and then on the top we'll add, because I did 3. Yeah, on the top we'll add 2 rows. Maybe 3. Because I want it to be that high, about that high. So yeah, 2 or 3 rows. So that's my plan right now. Obviously I will probably adjust it as we go. But now I'm doing the second round, which is an increase in each one all the way around. 6 increases equals 12 total stitches. There we go. 2 more increases. That should make it 12. Let's see if I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wait, I need to pull it through. Haha, I didn't finish it. And 12 will be on the next one because that was not enough for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. That is correct. So now I have my little center. I'm gonna go around again, and this time I'm gonna do a single and then increase all the way around for a total of 18 stitches. Also, I am not doing this as a tutorial, just letting everyone know. The reason why I kind of narrate what I'm doing, especially when I'm doing increases, is because I can come back and write a pattern with it. I don't even know what I just did there. Let's see. That's me talking and like not paying attention. Yeah, that is totally me doing that. Let's back up. I did something wrong in that row. I don't know what it was. Can't figure it out. Let's see. Let's go back to where we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what I did in that increase. It was weird. It was definitely not correct for sure. Okay. Oh, I know why. Because, like, normally I have a stitch marker here. Oh, there it is. I see it. I just have to reach it. Okay. So normally I put a stitch marker when I get to this part, or I flip the tail across. So I think I'm going to use a stitch marker today so that I know where I started at. It just makes it so much easier, y'all. And the preferred stitch marker for me are the ones like this that look like little safety pins. I actually used safety pins for years. Before I realized you could buy them like this and they're like pretty colors and stuff. I used regular safety pins. Like, I didn't know, like, when I was growing up and crocheting, and like, for reference, I started crocheting when I was about 7. My grandmother took me to crochet club at her church, and we would go and we would just crochet, and I would make like washcloths and stuff. When I was doing that and everything, she showed me that you use a safety pin to hold your spot, you know, in the yarn. So shout out to my granny Ruth, because she was smart enough to do that back before they had this kind of stitch marker. Like, she was a very smart lady. And I'm pretty sure all her friends were using that too. I think that was the standard for some time. Let me know in the comments if your grandmother crocheted, number one, or knitted, and if they used a safety pin as a stitch marker, because I think that's just something really cool about the way that people used to crochet versus how they do it now. This gold yarn is like reflective, so it's really hard to see the stitches for me. Also, I think I'm doing much smaller than last time, the yarn that I have going. So, there we go. There we go. Okay. And this yarn is splitting. I am trying to use up all my old yarn. Like, when I say old yarn, it's like really old yarn. I have had it for a while. And most of it came out of when my mom would buy me, when I first started learning to crochet again, after stopping as a teenager. When I first learned to crochet as an adult, she would buy me all kinds of practice yarns. So I'm pretty sure she would buy them at the thrift store too. Like, she would buy boxes of practice yarns. Hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So she would buy me all kinds of practice yarns and stuff, like in big bags, and I would not know at all what I was getting or anything, and started carrying the chenille and like the regular acrylic at the thrift store, or not the thrift store, but at the Dollar Tree, is when I was able to actually go and shop for yarn and try different kinds of yarns and stuff that I'd never tried before. Actually identify some yarns. So it was definitely awesome, and I'm so grateful that my mother was able to donate a lot of scrap yarn and stuff to me when I first started. But I am no longer taking big bags of yarn from the dollar store or the thrift store anymore. Just because I've found several times where there has been like, they would smell like cigarettes or they would smell just weird. And we'd have to put them in the freezer when we got home and to make sure there wasn't any kind of grossness in them. I'm just kind of over that. That was a part of my journey, and now I can buy yarn and I sell enough items that I can, you know, buy nice yarn along with my regular yarn, so I don't need this yarn anymore. And I still want to do something with it because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. I'm not an acrylic person, and I want to use it all up. So I'll pull that through. Yeah, I want to use it all up. So that's why we're making this cat. And I don't think I'm going to use them at markets. Honestly, I might make another one later to use at markets. Oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I might make another one to use at markets and stuff. Like adjust the pattern, kind of go through and see what I'm doing. I just increased another round for a total of 24 stitches now. So it was like single crochet 2 and then increase all the way around times 6. Now I'm going to do a single crochet 3 all the way around and just keep doing the little increase pattern. But yeah, this little cat is just for funsies. Plus, I'm pretty sure that as soon as my kid sees it, she's gonna grab it, and it's gonna be hers. So and she already took my little Dr. Seuss, and she took my little Ankylosaurus. So anytime I get something really big that's super cute, that child is like, Mommy, can I have that? It's really cute. I love it. I love it when you make stuff. Like, she just starts buttering me up. Even with the little cat that we just made, cat, she was like, that's mine, right? I like it. I was like, girlfriend, you have many toys. But she likes them, and I like making them for her, so she can totally have all of them that she wants. Just don't tell her that. I feel like this is definitely not the same size crochet hook that we had yesterday. Or, not yesterday. I guess it technically was yesterday still. I feel like maybe it's just the yarn is different sizes. Yeah, no, those stitches are definitely bigger. So we definitely were not using, I thought it was a 3 we were using. We definitely weren't using a 3. So, what is up with my hair? It's doing something. There's like a, I don't know. It's not even a thing. It doesn't matter. But, yeah, so we definitely were not using a 3 because this is very small compared to that. So, I'm going to have to see how many, ouch, how many more times around I need to go. Again, I will be probably perfecting this pattern later to go on my Ribbler because, obviously I have not used the same size hook across the board, and I knew that I wasn't using the same size yarn, because one of the yarns I used for the burger part anyways was this suede, and it's almost twice the size as this yarn. Right at twice the size. So I knew that it would not be the same. It wouldn't come out the same. But everything else was the regular acrylic 4-weight. So here we go. Not sure why this is not coming out the same size as everything else. 3, 4, and increase. So I'm doing the single crochet 4 and then increase now, that row. Hi, if you're new here, we are making or just arrived. I just saw that several people just popped in. We are making a cat burger, as they say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. And then the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the final increase on this round. Increase. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. Here we go. Okay. Ah, no, the crochet hook fell. Just gonna move our stitch marker up. Like, even now my hands are having a hard time working. So I'm hoping we can finish this cat tonight. I've also had several requests for a taco cat, so that may be, no. That might be the next thing that we do. We might do that for next week's project. I'm not sure how we would do it yet, but it seems like a cool project. I would love to do it. Sorry, gotta. Let me know in the comments, like, if you would want to see a taco cat. That was definitely one of the options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. I'm wondering if maybe this next one will be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a clue why that comment's hidden. 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure what you were trying to say. but I'm not even gonna look and see what that was. Inappropriate comments, you will be blocked. I'm sorry. So please don't send inappropriate comments. I do try to crochet where you guys can see me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. Is there a market out there for like ASMR counting crocheting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like some people would really enjoy listening to crochet artists talk and like counting and stuff. Okay, so we're right here. So I feel like one more round around will get us to the right size. So I'll actually be doing 6 single crochet and an increase now, all the way around. The way that I'm going to do this, because it's going to be the last time around, I'm going to do single crochet 3, and then my increase, and then 6, 6, 6, 6, and then the last one will have 3 single crochet on the end. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, increase, and then start the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 increase. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Yarn split, increase. And the reason why I will show you in just a second, now that I've got to the halfway point. Okay, so this is what it looked like before. Like, you can definitely see where it had started becoming a hexagon. And then this is what the staggered increase. You can see where there is a nice smooth round surface. So it stops that hexagon-y look from coming to fruition, which if it's something like what I'm trying to do, which is a burger bun, I want to see a round bun. I don't want it to look like a hexagon if you flip it over. So this actually is the method that I'm going to use. And I've used this a couple times on projects and it works wonders. So I definitely suggest it. Where was I? I was at the increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. There's my increase. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have an increase and 3 single crochet to bring us back to where we started. Increase, And then 1, 2, 3. And that brings us right back to where we started, and we have a perfectly round little circle. So this is what it looks like, and it doesn't look like a hexagon. It's just a little round circle. And I feel like that works out really, really well. So now I'm going to do, since my stitching on this type of thread is not the same as this type of thread, I'm going to continue to do 3 rows. Because I feel like this may not have been the best scale to use. So I'm going to go around 3 times. And I'm going to try to be up here where you guys can see me. So I'm just going to single crochet my way all the way around 3 times. So if you guys are interested in what I'm doing, I am just chilling. I don't have any fairs coming up anytime soon. I do want to do that Renaissance fair that is not far from me. That would be really cool to do. But I don't know what kind of items I should make for it. So right now, I do have a big June Pride celebration, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I've made a few things for it. I've made some little hearts that are the rainbow. I've made a couple little things. I haven't made a ton. But also, right now, the city is threatening to shut down the festival, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to get to do it. So in a way, I'm glad that I didn't make a ton of stuff, but I'm also sad that I didn't get to make a ton of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do some kind of festival here soon. I did sign up for the possum trot, so I'm waiting to hear back from them for my little possums, because I thought possum trot would be so fun. And we went last year. It's a music festival, but it's called Possum Trot, and we actually were living at the campground last year during Possum Trot, and so it was really, really fun listening to all the different bands and stuff. Like, we got to hear all the music. And we got to be there for free because we literally lived on the compound. Yeah, I want to do Possum Trot. I sold, I think, like 64 possums last year at it. And that was just me walking around with keychains that had possums. Like my little possum keychains. Did those, and I was not a vendor per se. I just kind of walked around, and I was handing them out for free for a while, and then people just started like donating to me, which was really cool. But yeah, I want to do that again this year as a vendor. That would be really cool. I thought about doing the tie-dye fest, and then I realized that 60% of your items have to be hand dyed. So I am not set up to dye yarn. Although I wish I was. Oh my gosh, I totally wish I was. Dyeing yarn would be so much fun. I just finished the first round, by the way. But like, I so want to do that. I also want a spinning wheel. I also want a carder. I also want to be able to have sheep that I can get my own wool off of. I want. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do any of that, and that's fine. At least not right now. Like, my husband is trying to get me either a spinning wheel or a nice weaving frame, a nice loom. So apparently those are two different things. I did not realize that. So they're two different styles of things. So like a weaving frame is for tapestry. I'm thinking is what I was told, and then a loom is for like blankets and just regular fabric that doesn't need as like many color changes or something. I'm not sure. So if you know the answer to that, let me know in the comments. Like, I don't know. It interests me so much. Like, I want a carder, which is where they're able to take the wool, even reuse bits. I would so do that. Like, I think that's what I'm gonna get him to get me for my birthday. My birthday's in September, and so he has time to get me something nice. I think I want him to get me a carder so that I can use a drop spindle to wind my own wool. I would need a drop spindle too. So I need a carder and a drop spindle. I need those two things for my birthday this year. And then he can get me a regular spinning wheel later. Like, I do want a spinning wheel though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I still want a spinning wheel. They're so cool. I got to use one when we were at the Tennessee Yarn Festival a few months ago. I think it was like a month ago. Fiber Festival is what it was. Fiber Festival. Yeah, I got to actually see the yarn being spun and like try it and stuff. It was so fun. I'm almost around my second time. So I'm sorry I'm not crocheting fast tonight, guys. Like, my hands are really hurting. And so, but I wanted to get this project done because it's been weighing on my brain that I need to do more lives with you guys. I need to build my community here. Just because I don't have a lot of people around me that understand creating, like, with yarn and stuff, like how you can just freehand and create stuff. So I don't have like a huge community around me, and I love having you guys here and talking to you and stuff. So the other night we were talking about our puppies, and y'all were saying how cute Pandora was and how I shouldn't wake her up to come say hi. Tonight the couch is empty. Oh, thank you for the like. But she, if you guys can hear her, she is in there in the next room, click-clacking around. I think she's playing with a toy or something. One of the kids got her in there, and it definitely, her little nails sound really loud. And I just clipped them, literally on Monday. I clipped them. And so I need to get one of those pet grinder things, maybe, to like grind off the edges. She doesn't like when I file them. And I only file them just enough to like make any sharp spots smooth, but especially like her dew claws and stuff are really sharp, and I don't know why. I think honestly that it's because we don't have a lot of gravel or like rock terrain or anything. We just have a little small backyard for her to play in, and it's all grass with a little bit of mud. Weirdly, it's been raining so much that our grass is so high. Like, it's just awful. But I haven't let her out there the last few days because we are currently treating her for a very bad allergic reaction to fleas, which she's super allergic to, by the way. So our neighbors do not flea treat their pets, and it's really freaking annoying because they're not treating their pets correctly. They're not like taking care of them, which is super annoying. Because I feel like flea treatment and stuff is part of like what you're supposed to do for your pet. Like, we're currently trying to fight this flea infestation. So we got some of that Seven Dust, so we put it in our backyard, and it has definitely shown a difference in her itching and scratching and stuff. So we also got the hot spot itch stuff that you guys were telling me about. We got some of that, the little spray on stuff, and we found out that she is completely afraid of the spray bottle. So I unscrewed the cap and put some on a cloth and like rubbed her down with it. She was fine with that. But she does not like the spray bottle at all. In fact, she's terrified of it, and I did not know that, and she has never had a reaction like that before, but like she will run away and try to hide under my daughter's bed. Like, she can't hide under my bed because my bed is a floor bed. But yeah, she's terrified of it, and I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that she gets her flea medication. I'm trying to make sure that she is bathed regularly. Like, we took her to the vet. They gave her the new oral medication to get rid of them. Also, it's supposed to protect for 90 days, but our backyard is so infested that she comes back in with live bumps on her, and she's very allergic. So we are going to offer to pay for the neighbor's yard to be 7 dusted. And like, we're going to offer to do it for them because we cannot have her getting sick again and again and again. I think it's going to be the perfect size for a bun. It feels like it's right. I'm going to go ahead and start decreasing. So I'm going to do 4 and then a decrease all the way around. Why 4? I don't know. It just felt like it was supposed to be the right one. There we go. I just want it to be a nice flat 3, 4 decrease so that it will look right with the top with the burger on it. But yes, so Pandora's treatment is going much better. Like I said, she's on an allergy medication. She's on obviously we have a topical flea treatment going as well as an internal one. 2, 3, 4. We've 7 dusted our backyard. We've actually gone through the house and used the flea spray to get rid of it, and we are going to be asking the neighbors if they would like us to 7 dust their backyard so that it can keep at least a little bit of the transfer down. So if it was you, what would you do? Like, I just don't know what to do at this point. I can't see her being all itchy all summer because fleas are worse in the summertime. Like, I just don't want her to be itchy. And she's been so much better. Just today alone, so much better than she has in the last 3 days. 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if it ends up on an actual where we're supposed to be, and I guessed correctly. 1, 2. It did. 3, 4. So it did end up exactly where I thought it would. And there's my last stitch of the row right on top of the stitch marker. So that was perfect. Hi, welcome in. We are at 1 hour right now. We just have this done so far. If you're just joining us, we're making a cat burger. Here is the belly part of the burger. This is the bun with the mustard and ketchup on top of it. And then we made a lettuce. We made a tomato the other day and we couldn't find it today because my daughter bumped it and was playing with it and lost it. And then we also have pickles. So what else do we need to make to go on this sandwich? I don't have any yellow for cheese, but I do have this cheese color. It's like different colors. I thought maybe we could make a cheese to go on it with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Right now we are just making the bun, the bottom bun. Going around it with 3 single crochet and a decrease. Starting to bring that in. Hello, welcome in. Yes, what other toppings do we need for our burger cat? 3. Where's the decrease? Where did the decrease go? There it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Decrease. So I already have the lettuce, the tomato, the ketchup, and mustard, and the pickles. So what other kind of things do you put on your burgers? I thought about making like an avocado piece, maybe. 1, 2, 3. But I didn't know how well that would translate. Like, obviously this first one is just gonna go in my stash. I'm not gonna give it away or anything. It's probably gonna be played with by my kids. So even though my kids are teenagers, they still love to play with plushies. Especially crocheted handmade plushies. They're very careful and normally they don't lose anything. But my daughter did lose the tomato today. So I had to make a new tomato when we got on stream. 3. But what kind of things do we put on top of the hamburgers? Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Things to put on top of burgers is the question. At least for right now. 2, 3, and a decrease. And that brings us back to our... Yay, I'm so glad that I can count tonight. It wasn't working for me the other night, but it's working tonight. I'm so excited about that. I know I'm not normally, on this early. But tonight I am. Tonight I'm on this early because I got off early from work by almost an hour. Normally I get out at 10:30 and we got out at 9:30 tonight, which is like basically unheard of, even on a good night. But also I had a really good solid crew tonight, so we got out early and I got to get on live early. So that's actually really awesome. Sorry, I forgot how to count for a second there, which is crazy because I'm only counting to 2. Pick up crochet, they say. It's easy. You'll forget how to count and how numbers work. Believe me, I know. I think when I redo this pattern, I will probably do the bottom bun just a little bit differently, just a tiny bit different. Because right now I'm just playing with it. All right, wait, one, two, yep. Right now I'm just playing with it, and that's one of the cool things about streaming with you guys is I can get on here, we can have a conversation, and I can just chill and not have to worry about stuff and have fun ideas and have help when I get all messed up, because that happens so much. Like, did I just mess up? No. Okay. I feel like this should be much smaller of a area here, right there. I feel like that's still really big. So, take it down. Down, 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 down. I don't know what I was saying. Oh well, it's gone. Alright. Now I'm just doing one and then a decrease all the way around, and then we'll stuff it and see what it's looking like. Maybe we'll close it too. Maybe we'll go ahead and do all the decreases and close it. I mean, eventually we'll close it anyways, so. I feel like the acrylic definitely works better than the suede. The suede made a really fat burger part, but I really wanted to get rid of that suede, and I still have enough to make one more burger part. So I was thinking about making another one and putting like maybe a dark red or something on it for like barbecue sauce, brown or something. I don't know. I have ideas. I also want to make some toast so that you can trade out. Like, basically I want to make a play set. Like a huge play set of like all food. But we're starting with catburger. So, oh, also, look at the pattern on my pants. It's so cool. Like, I got these today. They're so cute. I got them at the Dollar General. But, yeah, cute pants. Love them. They are so soft and comfy. Like, I wore them to work. And they were so comfy. And, yeah, I really like them. Dollar General US. They're over with like the sleep pants, not the jogging pants, but they're actually joggers. So, I don't know. They're just really comfy. And I got another pair also that has smiley faces on it. Which I didn't know smiley faces were going to be a thing this year, but if I am like totally out of the loop with that, let me know and I will bring back my little emoji things. Because I still have a couple of emojis. Like, I could totally get behind that trend again. But the smiley faces just make me happy and smiley. So that's why I got them. And they were not expensive. They were like $6. So that was the other reason why I got them. Because I can wear them to work and get them messy and not be upset. Although the pattern is super cute. Like, several people at work were like, "Oh, you look adorable." So, and I noticed, like, I had a non-scale bowl too, which was so nice because the size that I got, which is my regular size, that I've literally bought pants in for like 3 years. I have been working out and trying to take care of myself and eating more healthy the last little bit, and I now wear this size down from that, and I'm so excited for that. Like, just so excited. Like, I went from a 3X to a 2X And these are 2X and they are a little bit loose. They are on the loose side. So I am so happy about that. And I've noticed also, like, if you look at some of my videos from a couple months ago, you'll see that, like, I look heavier. And I've noticed like I'm starting to lose my double chin a little bit. I'm so thrilled about that. Like, just so stoked. I've been working really hard trying to get healthy since my mom passed. And a lot of that encouragement comes from you guys that stop by and say hi every night, or every night that I post anyways, or that I go live. And I just wanted to say I really appreciate you guys so much, because I love hearing all your stories and like what you guys are doing and what you guys are up to, and it's just really awesome. So thank you for being my community. Like, you guys are so cool and awesome and just wonderful. I'm just gonna stuff it. All right, come on. Also, like, what's with the hacky sacks, y'all? Like, have you seen all the hacky sacks that people are like going crazy over? I don't get it. I had a hacky sack like years ago when I was a kid, and I never could get like the whole how to do it and stuff. Most of the time I would like, it would like hit my ankle in this one spot that I had surgery when I was like 11. So I really didn't enjoy playing with hacky sacks, but I've seen them all over my Facebook and my feed and stuff. Like, are hacky sacks that big again? Let me know in the comments if you guys are loving the hacky sack revolution, I think is what it's called, or like not, because I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I am not a hacky sack kind of person, but like I've gotten several emails, or not emails, but messages on my instant messenger and stuff of people being like, hey, why don't you offer hacky sacks? And I'm like, because I don't have a pattern for those, or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Are you a hacky sack person or no? Like, would I benefit from prepping some for my shows? I don't know. I feel like that fad is going to be over well before I do Christmas shows, and I'm not doing any summer ones this year. So like, I don't know. I don't know if I should prep them or not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I prep hacky sacks for this year? I really need a pair of scissors. I'm trying to think where a pair of scissors are. There's a pair in my bag, which is in there. She's probably got her headphones on. So, hey Ella. Yeah. Can you bring me my scissors out of my bag? Please? What? My scissors. She doesn't have her headphones on for the first time in forever. Can you bring me my scissors out of my bag? The bag's by the door. It's hanging up by the door, or on the shoe stand. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. She does love me. She does listen. That's awesome. Ouch. Thank you. I appreciate you bunches.
I know.
I got scissors. All right. So, oh, I probably cut that just a smidge short. But that's okay. I'm gonna just sew this part up. Just sew it in real quick. Are you a sew as you go, or a sew all the ends in at the end kind of person? So this was one of our questions the other night, and several people said that they were kind of both, depending on the project. So I also had it on my Instagram as a question for anybody that wanted to answer the poll there. But I couldn't figure out how to get the poll thing here to work. And then in the very next live, I got it to work again, and now I don't remember how to do it because, y'all, I'm old. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to remember how to do stuff unless I do it multiple times. And so I was going to have a poll tonight about the banana split or banana pudding, and I didn't because I couldn't remember how to do it. And that's horrible. And I am so sorry. Like, I totally meant to do it and, like, remember how to do it. But, yeah, that kind of stuff, it's kind of hard for me to do. Especially when I'm just using my phone for all my videos and stuff. So, if you guys are subscribing and liking and stuff and you enjoy these kind of videos, like, I am so grateful for you. Please talk to me in the comments and, like, have a conversation with me and stuff. I really enjoy talking to people and hanging out with you guys. I know I have a couple of regulars that are on sometimes. I think Ellie may have gone to bed. And then, Rowan was not on tonight. I don't know where he is. But he and I were talking about Crochet and his new book, which I think is so cool. I want the book. I need to learn how to do his ninja stars. Like, he's pretty cool. And we were talking about that the other day. So that's going to be fun for the bottom. I think that's about the right size, maybe. I guess maybe I could have gone a little bit wider with this. But again, this is a different size yarn and everything. So just for this, I'm not going to worry about doing that. I just realized how big this toy is going to be. And I don't know whether I like it or not. Put that in there. So we have our bun. Oh, let me sew these ends in real quick. Hold on. We have to have a top bun too. And it's going to be the cat face. The cat face is going to be on it. And it's going to have like ears. Ooh, I could widen the bun out by having little paws on the sides. That would be cute. Like the paws in the front and then the back paws on the sides. That would definitely be a cute way to do it. I would have to see yarn. I am gonna make a tail because I want the yarn to, or the bun to be like connected. So I'm gonna do a tail for the cat. But we have our bun, goes this way. We have our lettuce, our burger, our tomato, and our pickles. So that's where we are so far. Like, I need you guys to tell me whether I should use this to make some cheese real quick to go on top of the burger, or on, like, maybe between here. Some cheese. And then we need to make the top, and the tail for sure. And then if left over, we'll make paws to go like on the front as well. I think that's the plan. But do I need to make cheese to go on my sandwich or no? So what do you guys think? I just felt this start going away. But now we're gonna make, let me see how much is left of this yarn. We have about this much left. So we used probably about half of this yarn, I want to say, on that. So I definitely want to make sure we move that. Scalding my back. I definitely want to make sure I have enough of this yarn. I don't know what's going on here. It's coming out of the middle and the back. So I'm just gonna go around and around and around and tuck it back in. I think I do have more of this yarn somewhere, but I just have to go check. So if we run out, I think this is Super Saver Goldenrod. I don't know what this is. I will save at least a clipping and go to the store and find out what it is if I run out. How about that? Because the whole goal of using all of this acrylic and all of these yarns that I don't like the feel of is to finish them. So why would I purposefully buy more if I don't have to? But also, I might need to. Maybe we can add stripes or something to the head and the tail. Oh, that would be cool, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's add stripes to the head. I've never actually done color blocking like that, but I bet I could do it. I bet I can do it. I could do it. I could do it. I can do it. All right. What color should we do to go with our cat? That is a good question. That is the next question, is what color do I have available for the stripes? I could use this orange along with that. That's enough of a color difference to put like some stripes. You can tabby. I'm trying to think how I can do it so that we could like stretch this yarn just a little further. I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I am going to try to, oh, this is doubled. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna try undouble this real quick. So, okay. Let me get enough of this. We will use the orange side of this. We're just gonna hand wind for a minute. Give my hands a break from crocheting, actually. That's what we're doing. That's, yeah, strategic. Totally. Oops. All right. Okay. Let me wind the other side as well, so that that doesn't happen. Well, I mean, this is enough to start with. It's fine. It'll be fine. Let's just clip that. So there's our start. And now I'll go down here to wherever the other end is of that other side. There we go. Unwind that. And I'm going to double knot them together and continue winding until I get back to where it's doubled. And that should give us plenty of yarn to get all the way through the stripes. Yeah, let's do that. That'll make it look more cat-like too, so that it doesn't look like a burger with cat ears. It'll look more cat-like. So definitely gonna do that. That'll be fun. I feel like I really want to play some music, but I don't want to get like any copyright issues or anything like that. So I'm not gonna play music. Sorry guys, my bad. But there's that. I have to math a lot with this one, so I'm gonna pull my hair up. Good. A good little bun going. My hair is finally long enough to go into a bun, and I'm so excited about that. Like, it's not a good bun, like, by any means. Like, not even joking. Definitely not a good bun, especially with my hairline, but, like, she a bun. Sorta. Like, it's up, it's out of the way, it's hair. Alright. So now I have my... Okay, yeah. Now that we can actually see it together, I think this is actually going to look cute. Okay, let's get started. Wait, am I using the one that goes around? Or what happened? I don't know what happened. It's fine. Hi, welcome in. We are making a cat burger. We're working on making a cat burger, cat burger, cat burger. And now it's going to be a striped cat because I'm trying to get rid of all of this yarn. All of this yarn's got to go. Do the same thing as the bottom. I'm going to chain 2 and single crochet 6 in that circle. Just 2. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here's my little start. Maybe I should have done like mustard drops. I just thought of that. Like mustard drops would have been cute. Like had the ketchup smear across the top and then had little droplets of mustard. That would have been cuter. And they could have been like this big and so super cute. But it'll be okay. Our little cat is going to be awesome. Speaking of cats, one of my really good friends who works with me, when she went home from work, she did the morning shift today, and I did the evening shift. When she got home, there was a cat, a very small little kitten, in her engine block of her car. It had got up in her car in the engine, and she heard it meowing when she got home. Thankfully, she only lives like a mile and a half from our job. But she was like really, really worried about it. Her little girl has fallen in love with it already, and they're taking really good care of it, and it's all black and it's super cute and just awesome. So her little girl named it Elvira, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. Like, she sent me a picture and everything, and it's adorable, but it was like at our job. She was at work all day, and it got up under there, and she was so worried that it had like got hurt, and they did some checking, and she asked her mom, who is a vet tech, to like look at it and stuff, and it was fine. So, but she now has a new kitten. Hello. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can count tonight. Yeah. I'll say that and then I'll just be like, wait, did I take... I did. Yep. Okay. Yes, found it. I did take it off. Okay. I got this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, just making sure where I was at. But anyway, so yeah, she got it home and got it looked at and everything and checked out, made sure that it was all good. And the kitten is fine. It is named Elvira, after the TV show from way back in the day. And her little girl has fallen in love with it, and It's very young, but it's definitely weaned. So it was just exploring where we park our cars and stuff and got stuck, poor thing. So she took it in, and I was so, like, when she called me and told me what happened, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. But, you know, she really needed, like, a little cat or something. Like, her little girl has been begging for a new puppy or a new cat, and she just didn't think she was ready, but now she's reacted to Elvira, and she is super cute and awesome, and she's taken well care of. So that is the end of that story. So it's a very cute little kitten. I am about to possibly get a new puppy because my husband has been hinting that our dog needs another companion. Even though we did have another dog at one point named Rocky. Hi, Pandy. You gonna get over here and say hi? Come here. Here. She's wagging her tail but not coming up. Come here, baby. I know you guys can hear her clicking. Come here. Come up here. Yeah, there we go. Say hi. We'll say hi to everybody. Here, say hi. Yeah. I guess she said bye too. So there is the Pandy visit for the night. Poor thing's itching everywhere. But yeah, we've been talking. We've been thinking about possibly fostering a puppy to see how she reacts to a younger dog. The dog that we did have, he was very aggressive towards her, and she's just a very she's a baby. Like, Pandora is such a baby. Yeah.
He also chewed on bones.
He did. He broke my son's bone that he had just gotten because he put it in his mouth and he chewed on it. He chewed on everything. He chewed on slippers. He chewed on hair ties. Yeah. Socks. He chewed up a couple of t-shirts one day. Like, that dog would chew on anything. Not even joking.
He chewed up my blanket.
Yeah, and one of her blankets got chewed up. That dog literally would chew on anything. And we got him through a friend of ours that was like, hey, he's a pound pup and he's about to get put down, and they need somebody to take him, like, literally tonight kind of thing. And so we agreed to take him, and we didn't have, they told us that there was no history or anything, but that he had been somewhat exuberant, I guess is what it said, or something. It was something like that. It was not like, I don't know. It did not say aggressive, but they said he was great with kids. He was great with older people. That dog was a puppy. Like, not even kidding. And I think he was, like, mixed with Malinois or something. Like, the dog would not just sit down ever at all. Like, this dog, you know, and the people that got him are, like, really outgoing, high energy people. This dog was so high energy, and he was bored, and he would take that out on my dog. And so my dog, I had at that point for, I think, 2 years, which now we've had her for almost, we got her in 2023, so, no, we got her in 2022, so we've had her for almost 4 years now.
Right?
No, almost 4. Because we got her in September. But, yeah, that dog, we had to call them and be like, yeah, I'm sorry, you're going to have to rehome him. We did keep him long enough for him to be rehomed. But, yeah, I was just like, nope, I'm not going to have a dog attack my dog. And keep them separated and stuff. And he was constantly jumping on our beds and stuff, even though we have a 4 bed. Yeah. I guess the fashionable thing to say is Montessori style bed, but Yeah, I'm not gonna. It was not a good fit for our family, especially with already having a dog. But the people that got her, that got him, are really outgoing people. We know them. They're really good friends of ours, and so he has the kind of home that he needs. And we might be looking for another puppers, which would be fun. I would totally take another dog. Just
Wasn't
not
he
that
part
dog.
pit bull? Same
I
as
don't
her?
know. Yeah, I think so. Two. What was I doing? Increase or something. Hold on. Hold on. I did miss an increase for sure. So there's my increase. There's my single. I missed 2 increases because I was doing my color change. 1, 2. Alright. That. And then that. That. And then that. And that'll put us right there by the thing. Okay, that makes more sense. I did miss the color change. Or the increase at the color change. So I am just gonna leave all these little ends on the inside because I don't feel like leaving all them suckers in. So I'm gonna leave it connected and keep going. So now I'm doing the single crochet 2 and an increase row. There we go. All right. The kiddo ran away. Oh well. Oh well. One, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2. I think maybe I want to add a little bit more. No, you know what? I think I'm going to leave the lines kind of thin. I think thin would be better. 2. Increase. 1, 2. There we go. And increase. And that puts us right at the end there. 1, 2, 3. Increase. Let me go around one more time. 1, 2, 3. Increase. And I know this is the top of the head, but I kind of want to have some stripes like on the forehead too. So I'm gonna pull my thread across and do a couple of stitches, just a couple, to like make the idea of a stripe being on the forehead as well. So I think I'll do 3 stitches in the color change. Just 3. Oh wait, there's an increase. Hang on. There's my increase. 1, 2, 3. Yep, this is an increase. So I'm going to change colors in the middle of the increase. I know, I'm not supposed to do that. That's crazy talk, crazy talk. There we go. There's my increase. So that way it is right across from the back. This is what it's looking like now. There, this is the back, which is going to have a big stripe. This is the front. The 2 ears will go right here. So that is planned right now. 1, 2, 3. Increase. 1, 2, 3. Increase. Hi, welcome in. We are making a burger cat. 1, 2, 3. Increase. 1. Ooh. I missed it. If you hear clicking, that's my dog walking around, being crazy. There's the increase. 1, 2, 3. Increase. 1, 2. Oops, hold on. I want to put a stitch. So I'm going to back up a whole increase. There we go. There's the last increase. And I'm going to change colors for the 1. There we go. So the last, I'm going to change colors. Hold on, baby girl. I'll be right there. 1, 2, 3. Increase. So now I've done that. That's what it's looking like so far. So it's creating the second stripe on the back of the head. That's what we're doing right now. 2. Hold on. 3. Increase. 1, 2, 3. And then there's the last increase in this row. And we're going to switch back to our other color as well. To our regular cat color. Here we go. So this is how it's looking. We're still working on the head. So this part is the front of the head. This is the back of the head. So I feel like I need to go over here more with the next stripe because it's tilting a little bit. Because this should be the forehead, so I'm going to tilt. The next stripe is going to start over here so that it evens it out. Yeah, so far it's looking really, really good. I'm going to keep working on that. Oh, my eyeball. But I'm gonna hop over and let me flip out real quick. She be asking for outside. I'm gonna scoot y'all over here out of the way. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. That also gave me a second to like stretch my legs and stuff. And I made sure all the parts back up here because I almost lost the second. Y'all, I can see now why she said it went flying, because this one literally went flying. So, oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. But yeah, so far we have our bottom bun. We have our lettuce. We have our burger patty with the mustard and ketchup already on it. And then we have our tomato and our set of pickles. So if you know of something that needs to go on a burger, let me know. Also, we're just gonna say that this is a vegetarian burger, like, because that's definitely really thick for an all beef patty. So that is what we've been working on. We made the burger, the mustard and ketchup, pickles, and lettuce on Saturday night. And we did make a tomato that night. My daughter bumped it or played with it or whatever. Anyway, it is gone. Cannot find it anywhere. That is where we are so far. Stay right there. Maybe I should put it back here behind me so you guys can see it. Right there. You guys see that? Maybe it'll stay. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. That is what we're finishing. Now we're making the cat head. So if you guys are just joining me, that's what we're doing. We're making the head for our cat burger. And then if we have enough yarn, we're going to make a tail and possibly a set of paws. Just depending on whether we have enough yarn. 2, 3. I just realized I don't remember what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 5, 6 are going to be the increase. 4 and then an increase is what we're doing now. 1, 2, 3. Welcome in. If you were just joining us, 4. Our question of the night is banana pudding or banana split. So if you scroll up through the things, you'll see that most people said banana split. I am of the disagreement camp, and I want to go for banana pudding. Mostly because I really love banana pudding, and I could really go for some banana pudding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be our increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an increase. So banana split again. Everybody loves banana split. 1, 2. Wait, did I do it? Yep, I did increase. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Also, what are y'all's opinions on, I know there's not many people in the chat right now doing anything, but what are y'all's opinions on opening like an Etsy? Like, should I open an Etsy? I've been asked, like, hey, do you have an Etsy so many times, y'all? Like, I just don't know. I don't know if it would be a good venture. Because I know there's, like, a lot of fees and stuff involved with it, so I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. Increase. All right. Whew, we are getting there, guys. The last increase row that we needed to do. I don't know. I think maybe we need to do one more increase row. So I think I had 5. I think I had one more. And then it's just gonna be a matter of like going around and around and around and doing stripes placement. I did not make the ears yet. So like the ears have not been sewn on. I think I'm gonna make one of each color. I have 2 colors here. So maybe I can make one of each color and it'll be cute. And it'll also save me enough yarn for like the tail. 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. Oh, you know what? We went to 6 before, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. Welcome in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. I don't know where Rowan is tonight. Like, I talked to him on the phone and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'll come join your live. I texted him actually earlier. And I don't know. He's just not on the live tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna double check this with that because this is looking huge. Increase. Like, and I've got a weird warp going on to it, but I think it's just where I was color changing. But I feel like it's huge. I don't want it to get huge. I want it to be the same size as the bottom. 3, 4, 5. Wait. This is where I need to start the other color. There's all over here. Where'd it go? It's there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Increase. Just so it doesn't look weird, I'm gonna do 3 and then 2 more with the other color. 1, 2, 3. I'm super itchy. Pick up my other color, which is over there. 4, 5, and increase. There we go. I think that's going to level out where the stripes were, because now it's looking like this. So I think it's just going to level them out just a little bit, and that's going to look really good with the way the first stripe kind of went over a little too far. Yeah, I think that's going to check with my bottom bun here. My bun. Yeah, that was definitely the last increase row, because like you can't even see the bun now. So we are just going to go around and around and around a bunch of times. My plan is to go 6 times around, but I also have to color change every round, every other round. No, I think it's every round, because the forehead 3 are definitely not as big or as wide as the other ones, but they're definitely there. So I need to plan for those as well. Those are going to be on the forehead. Now let's see if I get my spacing correct, because right now it's a little bit over. It's like right there. It's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay right now. But I want to make sure that I have good spacing for forehead dealios. And I think this is where I need to put it. And this time I did 4 last time. I'm going to do 3 this time. 2, 3. And then the next one, I'm just going to go back to that other color. And that'll show you kind of like what the forehead is looking like now. Whee! And I'm going to keep going around, because I want it to be about this tall, and hopefully I have enough yarn. I'm hoping, I'm hopeful, I'm very hopeful. But we shall see. This will be the first time all the way around. Those stitches, those all the way around ones. All the way around ones? Yeah. It'll be the first time around. There we go. Going all the way around. Which I think I have 42 stitches on here. Which sounds about right. Honestly. Sounds about right. I think for a lot of this video we are trying out the ASMR kind of factor. Just being super quiet, letting the ticking noise go, and just chilling. So if you like this kind of video, let me know. Like, make a comment, or just let me know if you like this kind of video. These long form videos, we just reached 2 hours where it's just me crocheting and stuff. I like making these, but also I like making short form content for you guys. I am drinking Dr. Pepper tonight because it is, let's see what time it is for me. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. So we started on time tonight. Actually, we started about 10 minutes till. At, like, I think it was like 10:53 when we started. So, I don't know. The thing about acrylic is, like, I don't know if I'm mildly allergic to it or something, but, like, it gets in my nose. Either that or it's this fluff. It's got to be the fluff or the acrylic because I feel so itchy. Like, I feel like I have to sneeze. We will crochet it. Let's see. If you have any crochet requests, put them in the comments, please. Like, I do take requests for, like, crochet videos for you guys to interact with me and stuff. So far, we have crochet cats. We have made a heart. We have made a dinosaur. We have made, what did we make the other day? We were talking about making a Yoshi, but I have to have a pattern for that. So that's kind of on the back burner right now until I find a pattern I like. Gosh, we made something else. Oh, the giant frog. That was actually super fun. I really want to make a giant octopus here pretty soon, but with, like, doing the popcorn stitch tentacles, which I've never done. But I think it would be fun to make it, so maybe we should plan to do that for a live. That would be really, really fun. I don't know. We'll see. We made the giant frog. I think I just said that. We made something else. Oh, we made a giant rainbow bee. Was it rainbow? Yeah, I think it was rainbow. I'm pretty sure it was rainbow bee. We made the Nessie a while back. And got it made. Not wanting to do what I want it to do. I want you to curve down and in and start making that bowl shape. But leave me a comment about what you guys want to see me make, because most of the time on these videos I'm freehanding stuff, so I don't ever follow patterns for these. Sometimes I do, but usually for my lives I just go crazy and do whatever. She's back. She's clicking. I promise you, I just did her nails the other day. I feel like you're still getting bigger. What is going on with this? Okay, so that's how big it is now. Let me turn it around so you guys can see all of the different colors. It's just a little bit of a pattern starting. This is the row where the pattern goes. So I'm gonna actually back out of that just a little bit, and I'm gonna change it over here. There we go. And hi, welcome in. We are making our lid or our cat face, however you want to call it. for our cat burger. And we decided to give it stripes because I don't want to run out of yarn before at least completing the head. Like, we run out of yarn before completing the tail. I can just do a tail in like this color so that it matches, and that would be fine. But I really, really, really want to at least get one ear of the original color, the bun color, so that it's just very obvious that it's a cat burger. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get it situated the way I want. Whee! So that feels about right. Let's do one more stitch in this color. Yeah, that feels about right for that. And that is as wide as we will bring those stitches anyways. Oh, I just thought I ran out of yarn. I was about to freak out, y'all. Hey, thanks for spending time with me, y'all. Like, I really do appreciate it. Y'all have no idea. Like, it's so nice to crochet with a group of people. Even if you guys are just hanging out watching me, it's so nice. And I think I am where I need to be to put the last... Nope, I need to go one more time around for the last little bit on the forehead part. And you'll see what I mean as it starts taking shape. Because eventually it will take shape and start going down as I add more rows. It's just kind of wonky right now because of the way that these are all touching. But it will start going down, I promise. It'll start curving. This is taking its sweet time. And also, I feel like this is super huge compared to the bottom. Like, super huge. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to remake the bottom. But I don't know. We'll see. I will say if we get to 2 hours and 30 minutes, I will have to cut this off because it will then be my bedtime because I do have to go to work tomorrow. So, just letting y'all know so that you know. Can y'all hear my fan? Is it soothing this late at night? Where are my Australian people? Like, usually on Sunday night for me, they are on here. I usually have 3 or 4 of you guys not on here tonight. Nobody's chatting. Nobody's being chatty tonight. I think everybody's kind of chill and tired. So, which I totally get. Like, totes, guys, I get it. If I stand here, if I look at it like that, It's off to the side. I'm going to fix those in post-production. So widen them out, I think, is what I'll do. It'll be okay. I can tell you guys right now, we are not finishing this tonight. There's only about 20 minutes left before I have to get off. And given the size of this, and I think I've messed it up, I might actually redo this off camera. Because it is so big, y'all. It should not be this big. It for sure should not. It should not be. It should only be like that. But maybe it will be. I don't know. Maybe if I trust the process. Is it raining, baby girl? She came in all shaken. I don't know whether to keep going and trust the process or to just call it here and see if we should redo it. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. At least for a few minutes. Let me finish the row. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here because I have a feeling that I did one increase too many, so I'm gonna have to go back and take out all of these different colors and start that over again because I think this is too big compared to the size of the bottom. And also I'm not sure I'll have enough yarn to finish out the paws, which if I keep going with this, I will need the paws. So I'm gonna have to go see if I can't find some more of this golden yarn in my stash. So that's gonna be our video for tonight. I'm afraid, like, I thought we could finish it in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but I don't think we're gonna be able to, guys. So I am going to say goodnight, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes. I truly, truly appreciated it. If you subscribed, thank you so much. You are pushing my channel out there so that maybe one day this can become my full-time job and I don't have to work in a restaurant anymore, which would be amazing. I love you guys all, and I will see you guys later.